Let's go back to school with cat eye gel polish designs. So to start with, we've got 4 designs that we're going to work on today. I've already gone through and applied our first coats of polish, and we're going to add our designs over the top. So the first nail that we're going to work on, I've started with a coat of Nerdvana, which is our bright white, and now we're going to add a coat of our cat eye polish over that, and we're going to be using Say On. Now this is a little bit of a sheer color, so that's why I wanted to go with the white underneath to give it a little bit more of a white look, but still have the cat eye effect over the top. So we're gonna just brush on a nice thin layer all the way through. Again, keeping it very thin because we want the white to show underneath. So bringing that all the way from cuticle to fridge. I'm even gonna wipe out a little bit of that extra gel back into the bottle, pull some of that excess off, getting a nice smooth application, and then we can use our magnet, and we're just gonna kind of activate that cat eye look. We're not actually creating a shape or a design or anything like that with the cat eye. We're just kind of activating that and bringing that sparkle and shine towards the center of the nail to give that effect. And we'll go ahead and cure this in the light. I'm gonna cure that for 60 seconds. All right, so our cat eye color is cured out, and we're gonna create kind of a notebook paper look on this nail. So we're gonna custom mix our color for the lines on our paper. So we've got Orbit, which is a brighter blue, and we also have Cloudette, which is a little bit more on that brighter kind of teal side. Neither of these colors are that perfect match for the lines on our paper, so we're gonna custom mix our color. So we're gonna do about half and half of each color. We're going to take a little bit of Cloudette and a little bit of Orbit. And we're just going to mix those both together to create that perfect blue. I think I may add in just a little bit more of our lighter color, lighten that up just a little bit. If you feel like you want to add in a little bit of white, you could also add in a little bit of white to give it a little bit of a lighter effect. But I think I like these 2 colors together for the look we're going for. All right, so that is our custom mix. And I'm just gonna take a medium length striping brush. So we're gonna just drag our brush through that gel paint, getting a nice thin application. And we're gonna just make thin lines right across the nail. So I'm gonna start at the left side and just pulling straight across. Now, a lot of times as I work, I'm not able to get my brush all the way across. So if you need to, you can start on the one side, start your line there, kind of roll that nail, and that way you're going to be able to bring your brush almost all the way across. If you still need to, you can roll that nail a little bit more and touch up those edges. But we're going to go through just creating our lines straight across, again rolling that nail across, creating those lines. I'm going to just make that line a little bit darker, adding a little bit more right through. And we're going to create those lines all the way down the length of our nail, making sure that they are in even sections all the way through the length. Now, as you're working, if you feel like you want to freeze the lines into place so that maybe as you work you don't end up smudging them or anything like that, you can go ahead and take your Touch Cure Light and you can freeze those into place. So I'm just going to freeze these into place for maybe 10 seconds or so just to set them so I don't end up smudging them as I continue to work. And then we can keep going all the way down that nail. Once we have our lines on the nail, then I am going to go into my full UV LED light and I'm going to cure that for a minimum of 30 seconds. All right, so our first set of lines is cured out. Now we're going to grab Power Up, which is our red, and we're going to use this to create the line down the side of the nail. So I'm still going to use that same medium length striping brush. If you have an extra long nail, you could use a longer liner brush or a longer striping brush, whichever is comfortable for you. But I still like this one for the length that I'm going to be working on. And again, I'm just drawing that paint through my brush, and we're going to start at the top. We're going to work just off to the side of the nail here. And for this one, I'm going to set my brush down and I'm almost going to lay that brush down onto the nail, pulling that all the way down the length. Now I need a little bit more gel, so I'm going to pick up a little bit more, lay that right down in the middle, and then pull towards the end. Let me load that up just a little bit more. And we'll pull all the way to the end. If you need to, if it's easier to come back from the free edge back, go ahead and pull back. All right, we're gonna freeze that in the light again. And you could use either the UV LED or you could freeze this into place using the touch cure light. So just another 10 to 20 seconds just to freeze it. Now you could leave this design just like it is, or if you wanna give yourself a little A+ on your work, you can go ahead and create a little grade. So again, we're gonna take that liner brush, draw that through our gel paint, and we'll just give ourselves a little line at the top, another line on the side, right across the center, and we'll give a little plus on the side. And again, we'll freeze that in the light for at least 30 seconds. Okay, so that is cured out. We're gonna top coat all of these at the end. On our second nail, we're gonna create a ruler look. So we've already polished out a couple of coats of mechanical bowl, and I also did use the magnet just around the edges to again bring that pigment to the center and give us that, that cat eye look. So over the top of this, we're gonna go back to that same striping brush or that same liner brush. We're gonna grab Overdrive, which is our black. And for this one, we're gonna create basically some long lines and some short lines. So I'm gonna just grab a little bit of that gel paint right on my tile. So I'm gonna start right in the center to just kind of give myself my placing. So I'm gonna start with a line from the side of the nail in about halfway in the nail. We're gonna come about halfway up to the top. We're gonna create another line from the side halfway in. And you want those two lines to be about the same length. We're gonna go halfway down the length of the nail now. And we're gonna create our line. So we're not drawing this ruler to scale, so don't worry about your lines being perfect, but we're just gonna create a few little shorter lines right in between each of our longer lines, right in from the sides. Okay, at this point, I am going to freeze this into place, and then we can add our numbers for measuring. Now, for the numbers that we're gonna put on here, I'm actually gonna use an even smaller liner brush. So this one I like to use when I'm working on those numbers or other little teeny tiny details. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna roll my brush through that paint. We'll pick up a little bit, and we'll start with our first measurement. Number 1. And for our 2, we're gonna do just a slight curve. It's almost like you're drawing half of a heart. So a slight curve coming down to the left. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of that polish, a little more of that gel paint, and then bring our 2 to the side. Now for our 3, we're gonna do a similar effect. We're gonna still do that little loop, but then we're gonna do a second loop. And I know you guys know how to write numbers, but it's a little bit challenging when you're actually working with gel and gel paint and brushes. So just a quick little loop up, down and around. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. Same thing, up, down and around. Now, notice that I didn't come all the way in there. I can pick up a little bit more of that color and just touch up and come back around. Sometimes I can work from one angle with my brush a little bit easier than the other angle. So if you need to come back from the other side to touch up, go ahead. And we're gonna set that into place with our touch cure light as well. All right, so we've got that one set in place. Our next design is our chalkboard. Now, I don't know if they actually use the green chalkboards anymore, but this is the chalkboard I had when I was in school. So we started out with our Mother Nurture, which is our green cat eye. I did the same application. I used my magnet around the edges to bring that pigment into the center. And for our chalkboard look, we're actually gonna apply a coat of our matte non-tack top coat. That's gonna give us that matte finish, and it's gonna actually look like that chalkboard, but we're still gonna see a little bit of that sparkle underneath the matte. So we'll just brush on a coat of that. and we're going to give this a full cure of 60 seconds. All right, so our matte top coat is cured out. So again, that's going to give us that little chalk look. And we're going to grab our white gel paint, which is called Fizz. And I'm still using that shorter liner brush. We're going to grab a little bit of that white. Use your palette if you need to. Draw your brush through the paint. And choose whatever numbers you like. So we're going with 2. So just like we did on our ruler, we're going to sweep up and around, kind of like we'd be creating a heart or a half a heart. And then bringing that bottom line straight across. Let's do a little multiplication with our times symbol. And I don't know with the new math these days if they're still doing it like this, but this is what it worked for me. We're going to do our 4, we're going to do a line down, line across, line straight down. We'll grab a little bit more of that white, and actually I'm going to switch back over to my longer brush. When I do a lot of this kind of artwork, I do work with a lot of different brushes, and you want to make sure that you're just using the brush that's going to be easiest for you. So a longer brush is going to give me that bottom line. We're going to go ahead and pop that one into the light. Now this one, because we have that matte top coat underneath there, we don't want to put a shiny top coat over this. We're going to cure this for 60 seconds, and the Mission Control gel paint doesn't need that extra top coat over it. So we don't actually need to do another separate top coat over this nail. All right, so our chalkboard is cured out. Last one we're going to do is our crayon design. So we've already got a couple coats of Lace Choir on there, which is our light purple. And we're gonna grab Plushy Fund. And this one is our bright purple cat eye. So we're gonna start by just polishing this right onto our free edge. And I'm gonna go back to that medium length liner brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of that polish onto my liner. Now this is just kind of an optional thing that I like to do just to help me create a little bit more of a straight edge so that I don't have any wavers in my line. So I'm just going to take that right across the tip here. Nice straight edge all the way through. All right, and then I'll take the brush with just a little bit of that color on it, and we'll brush that over the free edge. Now, if you can create a nice straight line just using the polish brush, you are more than welcome to do that, but I like to use that liner brush just to make sure I have it nice and crisp. And we'll grab our magnet and bring a little bit of that pigment right up to the surface so we get that metallic cat eye glow. We're going to get this into the light, and we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. And once that is cured out, we're going to go back to our black gel paint, our Overdrive, and we're going to create our little label or the wrapper around our crayon. Again, I'm going back to that medium length liner brush. Take a little bit of that black, drag off some of that excess, and we're going to create just a little wavy line. So I'm just going to start at the side, come down, sweep back up, and maybe a little bit more back down. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but just making sure we've got kind of an outline here. I'm going to take a little bit more of that color. Now I'm going to move my brush down just a little bit, but I'm going to basically trace that same line. Basically just kind of trace right along that same movement. Down, back up, grab a little bit more of that paint, and finish that line. Now, this is where it just gets a little bit easier. That was the hardest part of this design. Now we're just going to take that liner brush. We're going to create a straight line right across the top. And then we're going to fill in between the two lines. So filling in right in the center here. And if you need to use a different brush, if you like the medium length liner brush, it'll work for you. Go ahead and use that. Otherwise, if you want to switch to that smaller brush or even more of an oval shaped brush to fill in, you can definitely do that as well. I'm just gonna pull my brush all the way through. I'm gonna grab my smaller brush just to have a little bit more control of where I'm putting that paint. I'm just filling in. Right down into that side. And then I'm gonna go back to my medium length brush, loading that up, and then a line straight across the bottom. And we'll fill in between those two lines. Just pulling through. And if you need to do any touch-ups along the way, go ahead and touch that up. You've got a little bit of space to work with in kind of in that lighter, in that purple area. So if you do need to touch up the edge of your line, go ahead and do that. And once again, I'm going to grab my smaller brush just to get a little bit more detail right along that edge. And what I mean by touch up around the lines there is if you need to go back through and kind of retrace that line, or if you want to make it a little bit more narrow, you can go through and just clean that up a little bit. I got a little bit of that color on the sidewall here, so I'm going to grab my Polish Perfector detail brush, a little bit of polish remover or swipe, and you can use that to just clean up any little edges that you need to. We'll go ahead and get this back into the light. We're going to do a final cure on our designs here for a full 60 seconds. All right, our designs are cured out. We're going to finish our nails with our gel polish top coat, with the exception of our chalkboard nail. That one doesn't need an extra top coat because we want to keep that matte finish. So I'll brush on a coat of the top coat, and we'll cure these for a full 60 seconds. Our top coat is cured out. We're going back to school in style, and a big thank you to all those teachers.